everybody. I am Charlie.
I'm Joel.
And welcome to our new podcast, which is called
The Skew.
The Skew.
Don't ask us why, we just sounded good.
And it rhymes with a lot of great stuff.
It rhymes
right?
with The View.
Of course, it rhymes with The View. You know, you can
it
get
rhymes
skewed.
with you.
Who's on the skewer? It rhymes with you. So we did this for you.
We did this for Skew.
We did this for Skew. Okay, so just a little bit about our backgrounds for those of you that don't know us. So I've done a lot of work with the Olympics. I've done a lot of interviewing work, especially with LGBT athletes. I've made some really horrible cameos on really bad Bravo shows.
Friends to lovers on Bravo, it's Charley Walters.
I love him.
Charlie wasn't the primary last time.
No, but he had a primary personality.
And Joel
is a goddamn whore.
Joel, probably more of you have seen, not only seen more of him, but seen more of him.
You had a late night last night?
Yeah, are you asking me or are you telling me?
I noticed.
I'm sure you did.
From his
See me in action, baby.
AVN Best Leading Actor.
Oh yeah, that was last year.
Why are we being super stupid and making a podcast?
Why are we doing this? Why do we need, well, there isn't really an SNL appreciation podcast, and that is a staple in our friendship.
Joel and I met each other on a gay cruise, as every gay does, right? We should probably clarify for straight people that every gay meets each other on a gay cruise. And
in the Mediterranean.
Usually in the Mediterranean. Next time you meet two gay people at once, you should say, "Oh, which cruise did you meet on?"
The Barcelona one.
The Barcelona, which was a great part of this episode.
Yes. Barcelona.
But yeah, it really was that one, wasn't it? And
it was Rome to Rome.
It was Rome to Rome, Rome where you want to. And we bonded immediately over talking about Kristen Wiig. I don't know how it came up, but that's how we literally became friends because of her.
Yeah. Because I moved to LA in 2006, and I was doing Groundlings for a couple of years, and she had just started on SNL, and she came in 3 episodes into that season.
Got it. And so yeah, it was around that time, and we were already doing her characters, and I heard Joel doing her impressions. Joel is more of a Groundlings comedy guy himself than I am, but I was so appreciating it, and I'm like an SNL encyclopedia. I've been watching it since I was a little kid, and my parents wouldn't even let me. I would stay up and watch it on my little TV, and you can't watch this, you're not old enough. I immediately was, this guy's amazing. He knows Kristen Wiig, he knows all her characters, and that's how we bonded. And then Joel became my trainer, and it was hilarious because we couldn't even get through a session, right? Because we would
we would definitely
just laugh the whole time.
Bits the whole time.
We'd be doing bits, we'd be talking about the last week's SNL, and basically the only thing that got to work out was my abs. He's a great trainer, I should put that out there. The two of us together, that wasn't the best combo for us because we were just constantly laughing so much we weren't actually getting any gym work done.
And you made me come to some shitty ass gym. For you, that I didn't even train other people at.
Oh my God, I got to get here on time so that Joel and I can talk about SNL. It had nothing to do with working out. And then we've done some cute little things over our mutual appreciation. When Kristen Wiig, the first time she hosted the show, we had a viewing party, and it was, tell them about the viewing party.
We had a wig party, and everybody was supposed to come dressed as their favorite or any Kristen Wiig character. I did Liza Minnelli because I love
Prince
that
on a Lamp.
Which I ended up doing. I lip synced in Fire Island in when I went one summer.
People actually all came as Kristen Wiig characters. There were a lot of Denises, I remember, with Bubbles, and we actually did provide
all of the snacks were.
Oh yeah, and
related.
all the food items were named after.
They were related to each character. We had tiny coronitas for Denise's baby hands.
Tiny hands coronitas.
And we had Sue's solid food. Sue is the character that likes surprise parties and can't wait to spoil the surprise.
And she needs solid food.
She was too excited, and she's like, I need some solid food, and it's chips.
Yeah.
So our chips were solid.
We had guacamole made from real California avocados.
Right.
For Brie. of the Californians.
Oh yeah, and you've done some work with her with the Olympics.
I've done a little bit of work with her. I met her like 3 times. Every time I meet her, I can't believe how shy she is, and she even says
Yeah.
that in her own interviews.
Hi, Charlie. Happy 35th. You're old, despite what all of your friends tell you.
Well, I met her too when I didn't get into Sunday Company at the Groundlings. I was really bummed out, and Drew Droege took me to the Bridesmaids premiere with him.
What? I didn't know
went
this
to
either.
I met all of them there, and it was super fun.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time. And then, yeah, I got to do this little Olympics thing where she surprised the beach volleyball girls with Maya Rudolph because we wanted to get like a fun duo. And the volleyball girls loved Bridesmaids.
Kristen and Taryn.
Hi, Taryn and Kristen.
Hello. We are here to wish you and Team USA good luck in Paris.
And just seeing them like behind the scenes, they're just as funny as they are on TV, right? They're just hilarious. So, okay, that was absolutely perfect.
We did it.
It was good.
Can you edit that? I think it's great.
And then we did 2 Halloween costumes of SNL.
Oh yeah.
The funny episode where Miley goes back in time to warn herself, to warn herself not to do the VMAs. We did that as a Halloween costume. Like I was the good Miley, like Hannah Montana.
Yeah, and I had like a wrecking ball that I carried around all night with like a big chain, and it was just like a big workout ball. With like, and then I covered in foil, and I had this fake chain, this fake plastic, and the links kept breaking off. So by the end of the night, it was just 2 little chains.
As happens with every good Halloween costume.
But I had the whole like onesie.
You nailed it.
The face on it and everything that my roommate.
And your hair, it was bleached and in a little bun. You showed up at my place, my jaw just went to the ground. You know, we did the little bit from it.
Well, if you're me, what do I say every morning when I wake up?
Oh my God. It is like the morning and the birds are chirping and stuff like that. And I am super hungry and stuff like that. And I am obsessed with cereal.
And then the next year we followed it up with Garth and Kat, who have always been 2 of our favorites.
Yes. And who kind of, they don't have anything planned. They're kind of like improvising with each other and like saying the same words and singing, making up these stupid songs, the holiday thing. And we started out okay at it, but as the night went on and we got more drunk, it got worse.
We had a song. It was like about like a haunted house on Halloween Hill.
The haunted house on Halloween Hill. Knock on the door and what do you see? I see a pumpkin and a racket, and they're both like hanging out with each other, and it's really fun. It's really fun. It's super, super, really fun. My favorite beer. Aww.
Then you're right. Like, one of us got a little more drunk than the other one. We won't cut to that.
And what do you see? I think we're in a big.
I was a bigger drinker in those days.
Yeah. Oh no, we both were. We both were. You just had a couple more than me, but it was at one point we had to give up the bit because we couldn't do it anymore. So that's how much we love SNL, and we always text each other about every episode. So here we are, starting with season 51. What a great place to start.
Bad Bunny
as
the host and Doja Cat as the musical guest. Sometimes Bad Bunny has done double duty before. That's what they call it. Host and do the musical guest.
That's a special talent for sure. And he's been on the show a lot lately. I think he was overall, I know you and I have differing opinions about his talent as a host, but I think he was the perfect selection, just giving the political climate that's going on, that, you know, MAGA has made him a target, and that the cast is now suddenly, it's like a pretty white cast. So
yeah, I think it says something about diversity and inclusion and belonging, because, you know, you have a host like Bad Bunny who has a big Latino audience. So it's like they're invited to watch SNL when he's hosting because, you know, they feel seen. And the belonging part is like they have that El Chavo sketch.
Yes.
They're in on the joke. It's like I'm like I don't know what this is.
Nor did the
So,
audience. The audience was dead for that joke, but
I know that it was like appreciated for sure by people that love that show.
oh my God, by my Brazilian husband and mother-in-law who were in the background howling hysterically. And I was like, what is this? They had to explain to me what El Chavo was. And I found out it's actually even bigger, and even though it's a Spanish show, it's even bigger in Brazil than it is in Mexico, which is funny, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because they just love slapstick comedy.
Sarah Sherman, like I'm like, oh, she can't read her cue cards now because it's got her fucking pie on her glasses.
We did both watch the show actually live, which is always really fun too, because who knows what's going to happen. There were some bloopers in this episode too, which were great. Fun to know that you're watching it at the same time as they're.
Have you ever seen it in person?
No, I've never gone in person. Have you?
I went right before COVID. I saw Adam Driver and Halsey.
So are you glad that you saw it in person or not? Because I get afraid that
it was cool. And it was just cool to see how things go and like how they kind of disperse once the scene is over and
just chaotic. Right?
Yeah, but it's all you don't ever feel like anything's gonna fall apart, you know?
Right. Well, they've been doing it so long; they're just pros at it. Yeah, a well-oiled machine, and I had a chance to go once. It was actually on my birthday. I don't know what year this was, but I do remember that Megan Fox was the host and U2 was the musical guest. And I actually like U2.
Oh.
I do. I really like them. And so I was going to go. My friend John got me tickets. And then I went all the way to New York. And we were literally, I think it was the morning of. And I got a call from the SNL people. And they were like, we are so sorry, but Megan Fox needed extra tickets. Like, we don't have tickets to you. I know. I was like, oh, it's my birthday.
Megan!
And they were like, sorry, bye. And, like, they didn't even give me tickets to the rehearsal. It was just crazy. Ever since then, I've never been able to go. Well, one day we'll go together, especially now after doing an appreciation podcast. But, so let's just beat through the episode. So cold open, amazing.
And Colin Jost,
that was a delightful
It's so fun
surprise.
to see him like that.
He's hardly ever in anything other than Weekend Update, or he'll like pop up in a random commercial. He is the perfect choice for that. And
playing Pete Hegseth, just mad about the military being so gay and fat. it's just going on and on about it. And then James Austin Johnson as
of
Trump.
course, yeah. I knew I was waiting for him to come in, and this is kind of like their new formula now, where they've
done that where he interrupts the sketch, and then they freeze.
Yes, and suddenly it's the coolest comedic device. He's talking about the show while being on the show and criticizing the show, which is such like a Trump thing to do. So. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes have mixed feelings about it because anything that I don't know makes Trump even more entertaining. I feel like I don't know. There's a whole history of SNL feeling like they did this too much. But the way that James does it, I think, is kind of perfect because he still is very insulting.
And because he goes into, in this one particularly, he starts to bully the cast about, which is totally what Trump would do. He's like, I'm surprised to see Jost up here by himself. He can't do anything by himself. He needs Michael Che.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they added 17 new cast members, but they chose the update guy to open the show. Yeah, that was great. I love it. He said it was kind of inappropriate. It's like, Saudis, Saudis, journalists in half. That was a good one.
He's like, they love that over there.
And he somehow in 2 minutes managed to reference all the Trump controversies of the summer.
Yeah, my favorite line from it was like, he was talking about Trump RX, and he's like, my own pharmacy. It's like, hair pills, boner pills, end of list.
Well, and that's what that Hims pharmacy really is. Yeah. That's the only two things that they have. Yeah.
So let's move on to the monologue. Like, we were texting at the time, and I'm like, oh my God, Bad Bunny looks hot.
Yeah, he was smoking hot. I've always thought he was hot. I thought he got even hotter after the Calvin Klein ad. And then he's just getting hotter as he gets older. Yeah, for sure. What works for me is I don't think his English has gotten any better since the last time he hosted the show. But that's what's endearing about it. He still, for somebody that is so ESL, his timing somehow works. He still hits the beats. And that's why I credit him for being a great host, because
he also,
how difficult must that be?
He hangs in there. Like, and he's having fun. So
he's having a great time. Yes.
And he also said something in Spanish at the end, and didn't really, he was like, if you don't know what that says, then you have time to learn it. So
you have 4 months to learn before the Super Bowl.
Do you have the translation? Especially all the Latinos and Latinas in the whole world, and here in the United States, all the people who have worked to open doors more than I have achieved, who have achieved everything, demonstrating that our way, our caring of this country, no one can ever remove or erase.
Oh, wow. It was that profound.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, people were laughing and cheering, but I was just like, I wanted to know. I was
like, way to use the platform. So,
yeah, no kidding. That's awesome. And way to use it in a way that Trump himself wouldn't even bother Googling what that is, so he won't know what he's saying. That's genius. That's so great. Yeah. I also loved when they cut like the Fox News clip together. And even Fox News is talking about me. It was like one word each. Bad Bunny is great. He should be next president. That was awesome. I only have one missed op from the episode in general and the monologue. There's been this whole thing about like, Creed and the like MAGA people wanting Creed. Have you read this? They want Creed to become, they want Bad Bunny out of the Super Bowl. So even though he's already been announced,
Creed to be the halftime
and they want Creed to be the halftime show, which is hilarious. I actually kind of like Creed as a band, but I always forget that they're a Christian band. And
didn't even know they were really still around.
I know exactly. That's why it's so ridiculous. But I thought it would be hilarious if they popped up or something somehow in the episode. And then we had Jeopardy, which I agree with you is one of the weaker sketches. Like Jeopardy is such a staple.
Here was the thing. Okay, so like the joke, the whole gag of it is that they can't get this guy to answer in the form of a question on Jeopardy,
which got old fast.
And he just can't get it, and it's like, okay. So
I felt
then he gets it by accident in the end.
Yeah, that's the whole sketch was setting up for the end punchline, which was that the answer was The Who. But I did like, I like that the new girl, normally new cast members like don't really, they're like barely in the first episode. And this new girl, she was in it quite a bit. And the new guy actually opened the show. He got the first line, which was crazy. He was like introduced Pete Hegseth. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah. Just kind of.
I think that's probably the first time like a new cast member has opened the season. I thought that was cool. But the new girl seems fun. She made like a little Veronica, she made a little mistake in that sketch, but my whole thing with Jeopardy too is unless it's Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek or Black Jeopardy, which is also hilarious, I don't think they should do it. Those two are really
do another game show.
And I did like though that Lucas's name was pronounced Luckass. I feel like now whenever I meet someone named Lucas, I'm gonna be like, oh, isn't it pronounced Luckass?
Next, we had Chat GPT-O.
Yes, which was genius.
Which was Latin, like if Chat GPT was a Latin uncle.
Yes.
That they could talk to and ask questions. I thought, like, the thing that made me laugh about it, it's Marcelo.
Yeah.
On like an iPhone screen, and the new girl Veronica is like, "How do I make vegan banana bread?" And he's like, "You don't."
Exactly. Or like when they ask about he's like asking a question about his wife. He's like, "What'd she look like? Send me a pic." It was so good, and I think just the combo of this is the first sketch of Minnie with the combining obviously Marcelo and Bad Bunny, and the two of them are really funny together, and I predict we'll one day have like an SNL spin-off movie together or something. They're that good.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, and I love too when he draws the company logo on like a past due bill. And also sometimes ChatGPT-O needs your help, and he like calls him for.
It's like, and he's sleeping, and he's like, "Hey." He's like wakes up. He's like, "What?" We had the restaurant where the lesbians are asking.
Sperm,
and I loved everybody's wigs. Like everybody's wigs were great. And from a table behind, Bad Bunny has also like a really stupid bob wig, like my haircut in middle school. And he's like overhearing the conversation. He's like, "You can have my sperm." And he's like trying to get them to take his sperm, and they're like, "We don't want your sperm." And,
he's like, "You can put it in the front, you can put it in the back. I don't care."
You can put it you can do whatever you want with it. Put it in the front, put it in the back. Like some gay guys would be like, "Well, I'd put it in the back."
I mean,
and Keenan had like a funny part in that too, and with his little like bangs.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they're like, okay, this sketch just needs one thing to amp it up, so let's give everybody weird hair.
yeah, totally.
What I thought was crazy is then the next sketch comes out and they're all sitting in like the same order in the table.
I know. It was that. It's a little jarring. It was like, oh.
They're in different costumes, but they're sitting in the same
different
places.
Wigs, different costumes, and this one he was. They're talking about like the movies, and Bad Bunny is obsessed with
K-pop demon hunters.
And he's like, I love how they're like, oh yeah, have you seen it a lot with your kids? And he's like, I don't have kids. It's for smart adults.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, but that is what's funny. I don't. Have you seen it? Have you seen K-pop demon hunters?
Someone made me watch the end of it.
Yeah.
Someone who thinks it's for smart adults.
Yes, exactly. That's why that was a genius line, because that's what they're trying to tell people. It's
yeah, and I was like, okay.
Huge hit for Netflix, so I think it's really funny that they included it. And I guess those are the actual three girls who sing that song. So huge for them to be on Saturday Night Live. But also, I thought like if you didn't know K-pop Demon Hunters, probably wouldn't understand this sketch.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, then we had Weekend Update, which I was so excited about because I just think the two of them are still so good together, and I think they've set the record now, right, for longest running Weekend Update host.
I was wondering about that because they're consistently funny. I mean, I felt that way with Jimmy and Tina and Amy and Seth. Sometimes they have like a character come on that doesn't land as well. But like,
sometimes what I love about it is it's a place for like amazing recurring characters to emerge, right? Like so many of,
like
of our favorites. Oh yeah, like a Kristen Wiig, so many, right? Like Aunt Linda, like some of my favorite characters. Drunk Uncle is another one of my favorite ones that's come from Weekend Update. Like and Heidi Gardner, R.I.P. SNL, also had some amazing, and Cecily Strong. They both had amazing like recurring characters on there.
Totally. But this time we had a Dobby.
Okay. Oh my God. Let's just skip right to Dobby. So Dobby was the best thing of the whole episode. I'm kind of surprised that it took SNL this long to attack J.K. Rowling because it's just been like a ripe hanging fruit for so long. But they did it perfectly to me.
And Bowen just like always having fun, like always loose, and like just a great cast member.
I just think every time Bowen
his stuff falling off, and he's like, "Oh, Dobby's come undone. My 15s are not well made."
Rule number 17 of SNL: Bowen is always entertaining. Yeah, exactly. I just think every time, especially on Weekend Update, that he puts on a ridiculous costume, like whether it's like Mujang the hippo, or one time he was like a natural disaster.
Like an earthquake.
Yes. Like every time he does that, he just kills it. So for some reason, he works really well in ridiculous costume.
But yeah, having the T-shirt that
says, K Rowling.
K Rowling with her in like a high and tight.
And then that's what ends up freeing him in the end. So good. Like, you know, obviously the Harry Potter, there's a lot of like deep cut Harry Potter things in there. But even if you don't know Harry Potter, this was still really funny, I think. I love when he called himself Millennial Cringe.
Millennial Cringe. Yeah.
And I love when he said, the thing about like Cho Chang, and he comes out of character and he's like, because Cho Chang, I wonder if that's
and then his pronouns end up being Cho Chang.
He said, JK wants you to know that the female bathrooms are only for females and ghosts of females.
Girls and ghosts of girls.
Girls. That was so good too. Every single thing about that hits. I hope it gets to J.K. Rowling. I'm sure she's already seen it because she will hate it. Although if there's one thing we know about her, she doesn't give enough about what anybody says or thinks, because she's willing to go up against all of her fans to to make something that's so important to her, and we don't know why. There's something about her past that, anyway, we won't get into that issue.
But we love a good stupid joke in the Jane Goodall. Instead of sending flowers, please throw feces.
That was good. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I love that, and I love Michael Che isn't known for necessarily being like totally LGBT supporter, but he made like that trans joke and showed him with like the boobs. That was hilarious. He's like, I wouldn't mind my own set of these. And I like too when they talked about like the last government shutdown was so long ago that we looked like this, and they showed the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah,
that didn't really get a big laugh, but I liked it.
So we had Cam Patterson, new cast member.
Oh right, yeah.
Also, I got a little nervous.
Yes.
Well, like his whole thing was like he wanted to say the N-word. And because I guess he does it in his stand-up a lot, and Colin's like, no, we'll get fined and blah blah blah, and he's like, I got really nervous when he said roll clip, like, and but because like Michael Che sometimes has had Colin, like he's written a joke for Colin that has to say, and it's like talking about a guy named Nick Kerr
Oh
or
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like I was like, please don't roll the clip. It's gonna make me
Yeah.
really uncomfortable.
Yeah, but like his comedic timing is like Keenan though. Do you feel that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he said something that he turns to Jost at some point and he's like, back off or something like that. And it's
Yes,
totally
yeah.
like what Keenan would
I
do.
mean, maybe that's just credit to Keenan because he's an inspiration to him or something. But I did feel that way, even though they like his hair is so fun and he has like such a fun different look. Oh,
Spain, 900 AD.
inventing Spanish, yeah. So this was I knew immediately what they were doing. They were going for like, the Nate Bargatze Latino version of that, right? Yeah.
Right.
And I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. Like I
was,
can relate to this personally. I have a Brazilian husband. I'm trying to learn the language, and to me, like it's the masculine and feminine pronouns that mess me up all the time. And so this was hilarious.
And like Mikey Day with that is the
he was the
guy
best.
from Barcelona that everybody is annoyed by, and he's
Yes.
like, I think this is too hard.
This is too hard because everything has to have a Barcelona accent. Yeah, that was great. And then they take him outside, of course, and then his head comes flying in. And it really looked like him. I remember thinking it was like
with his eyes in different directions.
I know. I hope Mikey Day like keeps this and puts it on his desk.
Yeah. It was kind of a waste of having Benicio del Toro.
He
just kind of came in and like just kind of like said something.
I think we didn't talk about this at the beginning. Normally at an SNL season premiere, there are a lot of veteran cameos. It's usually hosted by Steve Martin or Alec Baldwin or somebody like that, or Martin Short. But this time it was John Hamm, who was great, but then Benicio del Toro fell super flat. That was just random.
Okay, so we also had Ashley Padilla. I thought she was really great. I loved that character.
She was great. That sketch. We're talking about the sketch where it's the parent-teacher conference. She's like the principal, and then she's so mad at this little kid. But then the second that Bad Bunny walks in and is the father, she's like smitten.
Yeah.
And like can't like even get through a sentence.
Yeah, the drawings were like violent and with her.
Yes.
With something being done to her, and she's like, she's like, oh, it looks like he's putting a necklace on me or something, and they're like, no, he's chopping off your head.
Yeah, this sketch had a lot of dead air to me. Like there were a lot of moments where no laughter, but to me, for some reason, that worked because it made it extra awkward.
I think one of the first things we saw of her last season or 2 seasons, I can't remember how long she's been on, but she did like a Peter Pan sketch. And
oh yeah,
it was really, really funny.
Yeah, she was great. I liked it. There was one line in particular where she was just like, "I'm not one of those. What are we?"
It's just like, I just like nobody ever had the balls.
Yeah, she definitely like saved that sketch. Yeah. And then the last
we had El Chavo,
and then we had El Chavo, which I had never heard of, and then immediately my Brazilian husband and mother-in-law were like, "Oh my God, El Chavo!" So they told me all about it. I love that John Hamon made a little cameo at the end. Juan Hamon. And I really do believe, by the way, that he has like some strange crush on Bad Bunny, and so I loved when he got to like kiss him at the end because he loved that.
Also, last thing, Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat, we did, yeah.
So good.
I mean, I told Joel I literally know nothing about Doja Cat. This is where we're gonna reveal our age, but I just don't. And the only I know this image from her at the Met Gala when she actually dressed like a cat. That's all I know of her. So I was like expecting her to look like that. She killed both of these performances. Like she won me over as a fan. She was so entertaining. I didn't even know these songs, but I was glued from start to finish.
And looked completely different.
Like her first sketch to me was like Lady Gaga telephone video, and then she transitioned to like Beyonce telephone video.
To go back to our love of SNL,
yes,
like I'm a huge Amy Poehler fan. I've been listening to Good Hang, and she's also hosting next week, which is going to be amazing.
Is she in Five Timer Club yet?
No, she's hosted with Tina before, and she's hosted maybe 1 or 2 other times. I'm not sure.
I feel like she's close.
I gotta go back and watch. I sent you one of my favorite Amy Poehler characters, which is Amber. The girl with one leg who farts and is like, yeah, I farted. Jealous.
Interesting.
She's just so great. I love her perspective on life and career. And
I worked with her at Cannes Film Festival actually when she was the voice for Inside Out.
Oh
We did
yeah.
a panel with the New York Times, and she came on the panel, and she was very sweet. She was there with Mindy Kaling.
I'm also reading
Oh,
Molly's
look at
memoir.
you. Hello, Molly. She's
I'm like a
amazing.
little over 100 pages in, but it's good.
I was so glad that they featured her so much in the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
She deserved that. Yeah, iconic, iconic.
Yeah, for my experience as an audience, like one of the first women of SNL that I just really like connected with.
Yeah, same. And she also, I've seen her. I don't think I've directly met her, but I've seen her at parties, and I've literally, and this is talk about cringe. I've seen people go up to her and ask her to do Superstar, and she does it. Like, oh, we didn't even mention when we talked about Garth and Kat. I recently did a Netflix event, met Fred Armisen, and I showed him our Garth and Kat, and he
Oh
was
yeah.
dying. He genuinely was like, where did you get those vests? Because that's exactly what they would have worn. And then I've met Rachel Dratch at I went to one of her book signings and
Oh
got
yeah,
her
you
to
told
like
me about
do Debbie Downer face for me. Speaking, I was like saying it was cringeworthy for people to ask
that.
for Molly Shannon, but I did ask her for the Debbie Downer face, and she did it. And the best Debbie Downer reprise was like the during the pandemic. This is like the best time to bring her in, right? She's wearing like a gas mask.
Where like everything is awful. They need to bring her back now.
Yeah.
They need to have
I
her
know.
host and talk about everything that's awful. Skew, tell him.
Skew, tell him. Don't go back to Skew.
He doesn't even go to our Skew.
He doesn't even go to our Skew. Oh, that was like a Marsha Brady line, right?
Ego had such a great season last season.
Yep.
And really, like, I really wanted her as the Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
Like, just going off, but also like looking at papers and like just go like always shuffling things around while she's talking.
Yeah.
She's a lot like the character that ordered steak well done when Pedro Pascal is hosting, and they're
Lisa
just,
from
like
Temecula.
cutting the table, and she's like, ah, just like they're all dying laughing.
Yeah, she was just, I don't know, I feel bad when people are like just getting their peak. Heidi Gardner's another one. She's been so great on the show the past few years, and like it's just who knows why they leave. We don't know the real story, but it has something to do with their 7-year contract being done, and then either they get an offer to do a movie or I don't know what, but that's obviously like the path that most of these people take. In all skewiousness,
Yeah,
I wanted to point out that I don't know if you saw The Residence on Netflix, but I loved the show. I thought it was one of the best shows ever on Netflix. Not everyone agrees with me, but I love a good murder mystery. Uzo Abudo is amazing in it. But what I love about it is there were 4 SNL characters that were cast. There was Jane Curtin, who opens the episode, Taran Killam, who plays this really hilarious, like, I don't know, like Costa Rica, like meditation
he was a
guy.
great cast. He went too early.
Oh, there was Al Franken, who plays like the Senate hearing guy. Oh, the Skew wants to hear from you, especially if you're a Jew or Drew. Barrymore. Like, I think that I have seen maybe not the first 5 seasons, but I think I've seen every episode of SNL from like season 6 till now. I really do.
I've probably missed quite a
I'm
few.
old. I'm also older than you, so that would make sense.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
Just to point that out. But
but you have a good filter on though.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thanks for skewing with me.
Bye. Thanks for skewing us.
I feel like we can make a really funny like thing too with like a skewer with our heads on it.
Or like a martini and where our heads are the olives.
Yes, that's good. Oh, that's good. I love that. Like the skewer that goes in the drink. That's
I'll
so
get
fun.
it in ChatGPT.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Do that.
Okay.